I'm like the president. Hello everyone, welcome back. Don't mind me, I'm just... What? Huh? Eh? 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 Okay, I guess that works. Welcome back. We're playing Genshin Impact again. What are we doing? Well, nothing very complicated today this time around, because... Wow, I have to do a lot of things. First I have to do the Wonderland thing first. But also gotta get some berries, but it's busy at the moment. I just need money. Also gonna need this. Because when this comes out, I have to focus everything on it. So, I guess that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that for now. But we'll come back to it. Now to make drinks. Tell you. The wall. Why do that if I can jump over it? Like so. Alright, let's go make some drinks. No, I wanna go with this one. My other day job. The drink.
Oh my, it looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand?
Ain't that right, ma'am? Yours truly is in charge.
Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time working.
Working through the night? Shouldn't that be a thing of the past? I thought you weren't rushed over your feet these
That's
days.
right. I'm just a carefree librarian now.
Oh, right.
If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try out your delightful creations, of course.
So, what will it be? Any particular flavor?
Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink. Just rustle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits. And if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that would be even better.
I think that's clearly a classic recipe. Snow-Kissed Dawn. Alright. Thank goodness there's instructions on how to do this. Milk. Cementa. Cocoa. Slow walks to other. It's a large pieces. Okay. Oh, it's difficult, chat. It's difficult. Oh, I'm struggling. No. But yeah, I think I would use this time to remind everyone that shake gently. Not doing much. Doing simple things. Update. Streams will be different from now on because like I do have another position going on. So, we'll make. Do have a new job, so there'll be less streaming now and then. However, I'll stream what I can. So we can still do our usual stuff, but it'll be at less time. It's gonna be good, because like I need a balance back and forth. I'm probably gonna do the same thing, 2 days of like streaming so I can do that. The Snow-Kissed Dawn.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. Hope you like it.
It's delicious, cutie.
Mmm.
Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like. Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfidia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up?
Should I tinker in ingredients? How about adjust the recipe with milk, the
Don't worry,
nude one?
there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity, as though you have many more questions to ask.
And science.
Let's chat for a while. Take your time. Inspiration will come soon enough.
Sure. Got nothing else on my plate. What books have you collected today?
Since you're asking, It's been a bit of an unusual day. There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts.
Oh.
Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness.
Sweet meat dishes. That sure is a novel approach.
Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices ended up tasting nauseatingly sweet. Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks. Sometimes I even add a spoonful to my afternoon tea. Improving food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible.
Okay, she likes caramel. X. Obtain all inspiration. By the way, the notebook you brought with you.
Oh, this? That was for another of today's little errands. A
Mm.
large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed.
Mm.
Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Such thoughtful arrangements.
Well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa. In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
Cocoa helps them make awake. Now let's go to today's. By the way, anywhere outside of Walt City
Surely
lately?
you're not suggesting I'd take this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander. You caught me. My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Pasta room. Local flavor, whatever the drink. We'll come back to that. Any ingredients you have been into lately?
Lately? So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember?
Or you're so well traveled and well read?
Not bad at all. A flawless answer. Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leowed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement. I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
Yep. That's all I needed, baby. Boom. All right. I know what fits the bill. Let me rustle you a new
As
preview
expected,
vision.
cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper. Just a few gentle hints were all you needed to light that special spark of inspiration.
Hmm. Now let's try it again. Milk. Chamomile. Wolflook. Do I like cocoa? I don't like cocoa, right? Let's do small bites. Boom, 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 boom. Shake gently. Large or small goblet. Let's go for that one, because why not? It is for Lisa. Ta-da! The berry, the drink. The cocktail, especially for Lisa.
Finished! A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink.
Thanks.
Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection.
Thanks.
So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology.
Your satisfaction is all the praises I need.
Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright but not too harsh? Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie.
No.
Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose.
That sounds lovely.
And I'll make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
One down. Thrice more to go. Lisa done. And let's start mixing for the next one. And that's how I mixed it. Very
Good
simple.
afternoon, traveler. I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
Here on vacation.
Both, actually.
Nice.
A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
Gotta make sure to make a special surprise for you.
I have faith in your choice.
There's Tengar a third time. More sensitive aromas, most people. Case, ingredients. Start with the luminescent twilight. You know, this is like our third time meeting Emily. I'll try my best. Tea, juice, mint. Go to the next one. Small pieces. Small pieces. Oh. Boop. 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 And that should be good to go. Is it gentle? It's always gentle, it's never something else. Classic. There it is. Something about it makes me feel but reminiscent twilight from Fontaine.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch.
Cool.
This tastes like a local variant of a Lumiduce Twilight. Am I right?
You got it right away.
The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
So this one's a bit too traditional, huh?
Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
Sure. Got nothing else to hide. How's work? How's work?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges.
Oh?
When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
Never knew Velbos could have an effect.
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely eliminated valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to windwheel aster, with some success, I might add.
Nice. Oh, did you buy these flowers just now?
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences.
So what did you use for aroma this time?
Windwheel aster. The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flowers, stems, and leaves. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating. Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients, oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
I'll come back to it. Let's bright and clear day. The weather's nice today. I suppose it feels like starting a conversation with a classic icebreaker.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one's sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
I've never realized scents were affected by weather as well. I never heard before that. How
It
fascinating.
seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When
Mm,
mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds.
I see. So the combination of flavors is the key.
Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
That's nice. Oh, let me try with that. First this. Yeah, that makes more sense. One more should do it. What's your usual drinks then?
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way, I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was
That's
an
nice.
officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance.
Mm. So, you did drink alcohol sometimes.
In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new. So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
Interesting. Not that one. That's everything. I have all my recipes. Okay. Let's mix. If I may improve your drink, please bear with me for a second. I updated recipe.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction. Perhaps you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
I am a scientist. I like science and peanut butter. I can't wait. Tea, fruit wine, juice, chopped pellets. There it is. Next. I gotta get a mix mash for both because it's still small. Any size? Let's go in the small pieces. Like we did last time. But yeah. Throughout the next weeks and onward, schedules will be different. I'll stream when I can, when I possibly can. Properly or vigorously? Properly. We should get properly. We are proper people. We are the proper folks. Double walked. Small. Ah. Let's go with the star. Behold, luminescent twilight special blend.
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired Lumiduce Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters?
It's formal symbol of Mondstadt.
I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry.
Nice.
Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance.
Perfect name for the master of perfume. Elegant and full of style.
Really? Perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it.
Thanks.
Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece.
Slowly and steady.
Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding.
Thanks.
This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had.
Thank you.
Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume.
That's so exciting to hear.
Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products.
Sure.
Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
All right. The lights. It burns. Let's go for the third. Oh, we have. I didn't realize we have 4 more people to go through. Ah.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
Hi, wife. Anytime you need a drink, I'm always here, Eula.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared.
You've been working extra hard lately, haven't you?
I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonius annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion.
Cool.
So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
It's my first time seeing this captain side as you as well.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy. Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives. I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things.
Sounds like you could do something with replenishing your energy.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Cool. Given current edition, Twilight Sparkle. No, it's Twilight Sparlight. Why am I mixing up my words? Whatever. Fruit. Water. Wolf hook. Go to the one over here. Chopping them to pieces. Small bites. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yahoo! Oh, hey! Hard. Whoa, camera angles. I don't think she wants that. For the elegant, refined lady. Star Salt. I do like the color, but something feels off about it. Twinkling starlight. Oh, that's nice.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh. Not bad.
Thanks.
Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Something more kick.
Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
How about we chat then? Just making it stronger or uncut. I need to rewrite the recipe from scratch.
Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
Cool. It's been a while since we last seen each other. Have you in any situation dragon-inspiring this whole time?
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
Sorry you had to deal with that. Did you catch cold?
Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon.
Nice.
If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
Sad, can I tell you anything? Okay. What do you usually eat when you're busy?
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution.
Oh?
They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness.
Oh, that's
In the
bad.
past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime, we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle.
Oh.
Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
Sounds pretty convenient.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty.
Ooh.
The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue's stove god. In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
That's really bad. Ugh.
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue.
Okay.
Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
True. Okay, what about the drink on the table? I was just wondering, that bottle you're carrying, is it imported fruit juice?
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle.
Have you been drinking a lot of this lately?
Oh, It's a necessary courtesy. In that
Hmm.
book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet.
Hmm.
To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice.
Sounds like something out of a story.
I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage.
Hmm.
Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice.
That's good. Likes the juice. No, that's the juice. Techniques of both. Ah, that's it. What? I'm missing 3. How? How do you feel about the
Oh
contest?
my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous. Miss Clorand's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was.
Hmm.
A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword.
Yeah, that seems correct.
Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Clorand's abilities more than match those descriptions.
Such a historic showdown deserves an extra special cocktail.
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink. Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that.
Cool.
A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink?
For what I've seen, Fontanians fighters armed with rapiers excel in thrusting attacks. They must have a price high on precision and sustainable presence.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
If I were to compare them to a drink, I'd say like coffee, Buell fruit ice wine, or Mondstadt fruit wine will not overwhelm your senses, but refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried was a fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
Your swordsmanship is different, though. You're like a lead dancer with a claymore, guiding your blade through big, sweeping arcs. You only need one hit to unleash an avalanche of destruction. In other words, your style is emphasized, forceful, impact at the moment of contact.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair.
Right. If you're more like a strong spirit that hits the sense hard, then let's leave a clean, icy aftertaste, without lingering flavors.
Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
Then we found the perfect solution together.
You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater? As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
Oh, my wife can't be this cute, guys. Talk about the style between. Alright, we did it. Do not use small glass. True. She's a lovely woman. She deserves everything. I think I got what I need. Let's start the next cocktail.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Firewater. Flower juice. Cocoa. Then we chop it up. Mini pieces? Not large pieces. Not. Let's do small bites. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Hard. Got it. Yellow. And big the large. Oh, and a goblet. Boom. For my lovely wife. Anything but that. No. Lemon. Lemon. Seafoam. Sword song. Here you go, honey.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract.
Yep. Drink up, honey.
The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Can't wait to hear what you think.
Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drink slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true.
Aww. Oh, that's my wife.
Can you mix me another?
Of course. Feel free to order as many as you like. And so Eula allows in friendly conversation drink 3.
Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh, whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
Wait. Say it again? Feel fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
Do you think you maybe had one too many? Maybe I should have gone easier with the firewater.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk. By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Honey, I'm gonna take you home. Don't worry, Chad. I'll be back in a few minutes. Let me just take her home. I'll be back. I'll be back. The next day. My wife. Very silly. Wow, let's go number 4. Number 4. Wait, fantastic? 4? Wait a minute. Maybe I could put that in a drink.
Suspicion confirmed.
Suspicious acquired.
While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look.
Oh, hi,
And
Claren.
sure enough, here you are.
Oh, hi, Claren. Welcome. Sit.
If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report.
Haha.
Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire.
Heh.
You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt.
I think you're being a little bit too dramatic for that one.
Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that.
Yahoo!
Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask.
We can drink while we chat. Let me make the cocktail first.
Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
Alright, Clan, give me like 5-ish more seconds. 5 minutes. Firewater. Chamomile. Cocoa. Next. Small pieces. Yeah, so like schedule will change. Be less streaming once in a while, but I'll still stream, but some with less time, some with more. Properly. But yeah, I expect a bit less, but I'll still be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. For RCS, it'll still be one particular I want to do. Continue streaming on, just in case. Master Goblet Large. Yeah, so I'll take a time for that, and then another day I'll flip between Genshin and Zenless. So we have more time for everything else. But granted, if it's stuff like, oh, I have to do within the time limit, I'm just gonna do it, record on my own time, call it good. So that's what I'm gonna do. Miss Claran, your drink,
Your
madame.
caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on. It's quite strong.
Are you okay? Just like some water?
I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year.
So
I only
basically,
had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near as strong as this concoction of yours.
hold on. So basically, you don't force your drink if you don't want to.
From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether. But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties.
Well, that's reasonable. It would be a shame not to. As long as you stay within your limits, I'm sure you'll be
In
fine.
fact, Captain Eula, whom I sparred with earlier, has quite the refined taste for fine wine. She even gifted me a bottle of Romaritime flower fruit extract, which is no longer produced in Fontaine, and can now only be found overseas.
My wife.
Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines.
Let me think carefully before I mix my next drink. I need to tweak the recipe a bit to make sure you're completely satisfied.
I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to.
Another Fontaine guest? Oh, by the way, Miss Emily was here too.
Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sigewin know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume.
Oh, sounds like you quite know her. Well, I don't know.
I'm not sure I'd say that.
Uh,
On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sigewin praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and refined individual.
That's quite a refined way to put it.
She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. It allows one to maintain a lasting sense of inner peace.
Sounds like you want to arrange a get-together. The next time I'm in Fontaine, why don't we all hang out?
Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram,
Right?
if you know what I mean.
Correct?
Best to just let things take their natural course.
Cool. All right. I'll come back to that then. How about the hobbies? Hey, what's your usual drink?
When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer a lighter tasting drink, like Buell fruit juice. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste.
Nice.
After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine. I had 8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce.
Sounds like you treat yourself to a feast.
I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate.
It's not that one. Shoot. All right, I'll come back to that then. What's that gift from the Knights?
Indeed it is. The Knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite.
Cool.
They told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently, it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet.
Hazelnut. Why didn't I heard those two? Knight's been a big organization.
You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia. But I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance. Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day.
That just sounds like Mondstadt. Mondstadters like nothing more than unwind with a drink after work.
So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking.
Sure do. It's a common thing for balance. A light base would be good. Mondstadt's scenery. What do you think of the Mondstadt? How much have you seen of Mondstadt yet?
I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt.
Right.
However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields.
Why is that?
Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee.
That's quite the comparison.
Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte. Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation.
Well, I definitely learned something new today. I never realized was so much complexity in swords are made.
Of course, there is a solution to this problem.
Oh?
The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water. without any excess fragrance.
Hmm.
If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well.
That's fair. Cool. Emily style. Emily likes to drink tea. How about you?
Are you already planning the details of our hypothetical get-together?
Maybe.
Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I guess my tolerance is similar to Emily's. Fruit liqueur is probably my limit. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing similar drinks for the both of us.
Oh. Interesting. So I don't have to worry about going over the board. Something light, something fragrant, something savorful, but not too much into the department. I think I come up with a drink to more your liking. Please wait a minute.
All right, I'll make sure I'm mentally prepared. Even if it's still a bit strong, I'll do my best to finish it.
Fruit wine, chamomile, wolf hook. Was I gonna say any bites? Or is there a specific one? It's always cut to anything I want. Cool. Now do it gently. Light. Shaken, not stirred. Properly. Do 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 do. Over my head, into my hand, and I pour it in a glass. Medium? Ah, small one. That does make sense. Behold. Lamp grass. Oh, sea salt. Oh, so you want a specific one. Oops. Leisure time. Lightning. Ah.
All right, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning. A cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy.
Have you added fruit wine? It tastes wonderful. This is ideal for me. There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge of perfection.
Right.
The color of the wine also fits well with the name, and the lightning imagery contrasts with the fiery nature of the caramel glaze. But where does the leisure time part come in?
Don't you feel... Did you find Mondstadt to be a leisure place? Taking it easy from traveling all about?
I see. That certainly matches the impression this cocktail gives me. Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt.
I'm glad you like it. Your satisfaction is my
Do
motivation.
you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? A cafe, for instance, or the Hotel de Boer?
Why, you ask?
Mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself.
I'd love to have everyone have a taste. It's hard to say right now, but who knows what the future holds.
I understand. I won't try to strong-arm you. In any case, I truly appreciate your hospitality.
Cool.
Thanks to you, whether I'm summarizing the key lessons from my exchange with Miss Eula, or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonius, I'll be in my best condition.
Ah, the light. It burns. Wow. Man, what another day and another day for a drink. We have 2 more.
Huh? Is that Mr. Honorary Knight?
Clee?
It's you!
Hi, Clee. Oh, hey, it's Clee.
Auntie Eula told Clee that Miss Hertha had
found someone amazing to help out.
Ooh.
Seeing you here, Mr. Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat.
So what kind would you say? That's the ultimate goal. So what kind of you say? So kind of you to say, Klee. I'm working hard to become the best.
You mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever visited, Mr. Honorary Knight's is easily the best. And no matter what drinks Mr. Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're yummy.
This time, Klee, I need you to be a little bit tougher on me.
Oh, you want me to be mean? But Klee could never be mean to you. Let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo!
Ah.
Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious. And Klee can hear every word he says.
Brilliant! You can be the Master Alchemist, Klee.
Get ready for Klee's super amazing order! These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long! It's been so much fun! Even being sent to solitary confinement couldn't wipe the smile off my face.
Aww.
So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Klee in a super duper mood.
Understood, Master Alchemy, Klee. I got right on it.
I wonder what it'll taste like.
Juice white. Juice. Tea, chamomile, hook. She is a child. We need, like, small pieces. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Properly. Shaken, not stirred. Yep. Where's the... So she can hold on to it. No. Berry! It's so cute! The Featherweather Frolic.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night?
Maybe it's supposed to be a cloudless sky at dusk.
Klee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully.
Downs the whole thing.
Yummy! Both sweet and sour.
Mm.
If Klee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5! But one drink isn't enough. Klee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake.
Roger that. How about a cake in a cup? Alright, let's get ready for a super yummy drink.
Klee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Mr. Honorary Knight?
Was my plan. Speaking of food, I hope you're getting your 3 square meals a day,
3
Klee.
square meals? Klee often eats 5 meals a day. Sometimes even 7.
Oh, right.
Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting.
Sounds like Albedo, alright.
When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. It's called rainbow fish jelly.
Great food from a great adventurer.
Her Chocogo Crunchy Slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation made with chocolate and cookies. They're a little bitter, but they're crunchy. They smell scrumptious, and they have a really sweet aftertaste. Whenever I eat them, I feel so full of energy. Next time, Klee will have to bring some for you to try.
That's nice. Well, she likes chocolate. She is a child. So that makes sense in more ways than one. What's the candy on the table? You brought candy with you? Looks very special.
This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench.
Hmm.
A dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine, star honey from Auntie Barbie, and finally, some magical jam from Auntie Tavia. Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation, and poof! Dodoko-shaped candy!
An amazing treat.
Klee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And if you really like them, I can even teach you my mom's incantation. That way, you can make your own candy whenever you want.
Thank you for sharing your amazing recipe, Klee.
If you get stuck, remember to come ask Klee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert.
That's good. What about still plan to eat later?
Yeah, when Klee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book. Klee used to eat cake after dinner, but Master Jean said it's too sugary, and it's not good to eat sugary things before bed. Apparently, it makes you chubby and gives you toothaches. So, Mom got some advice from Auntie Barbie, and now she gives me nuts instead. She says they help my brain remember things better. Nuts don't have much flavor. It's like chewing on grass, but they're okay if you add a little salt.
Sounds like a great solution. Nutritious and healthy. Have not too much sugar. What's your next course of action, Klee?
Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read one chapter every night, learn something useful, and then go to bed early. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumpy Dumpty can go Fwah! And bounce even higher.
Is that really something you should be learning?
It's not hard at all. In fact, it's a lot like making bombs. You just have to be careful when trimming it down. It's like sharpening a pencil that could suddenly go boom. Bedtime's an important part of Klee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my side and tells me all kinds of wonderful stories. She has a lamp made of gemstones, and when she turns it on, it goes kabling and lights up the ceiling.
Does the ceiling show signs of scenes from the stories?
Yeah! When something happens in the story, the lights on the ceiling make pretty pictures. Sometimes Mom falls asleep before the story ends, so Klee has to tuck her in instead. As soon as Klee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Mr. Honorary Knight.
That sounds great, Klee.
Klee has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day.
Like chocolate? Sweet candy? Healthy sugars. There might be some ingredients that are both healthy and sweet.
Oh yeah, Klee still wants to eat sweet things, like cake, for example. Maybe we could just go easy on the cream? Or add more fruit? Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. They're so round and rolly. Klee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said it was okay, because sweet fruit isn't the same as sweet sugar. So if Klee really has to eat nuts, maybe I can just soak them in some fruit juice first?
Fruit juice, you say? Now that's an idea. 4. Alright, I'll improve the drink this time. Let me try another mix for you, Klee.
Yeah, that was quick. Klee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction is.
Alright, let's start from the beginning. Milk, juice, cocoa. Any size? I'll put in a large piece. What's the worst that can happen? Intensely. Alley. Any glass. Let's go with a regular cup for her. Totoko candy. Look at it, so cute. The Fairweather Frolic Special Blend for Klee.
Ta-da! It's done! I just know you're going to love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top!
She's so energetic.
There's so
I love
much
it.
orange in this cup, and Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too.
Would you like to taste it?
Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down, or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Mr. Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice! Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm. And peaceful? Oh. You're the best, Mr. Honorary Knight.
How about you choose a name for this drink, Klee?
Really? Let me think. When the weather's nice and Dodoko's happy, Dodoko will want to sing, right? And when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet.
What a wonderful name.
Thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's Duet.
So glad you like it. Klee.
Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation and give you a copy, Mr. Honorary Knight. Then you should learn magic too, so you can make all the candies you want. See you next time!
Another day, another time for a last drink with one nice, heavy footsteps from afar.
Ha. So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that.
Well, I'm here willing to enjoy this
Can't
playing
wait
time.
to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch.
Are those requirements... Are you sure those requirements don't clash?
Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance.
Right.
The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar.
Okay.
It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair.
I'll give my best shot,
That's
I
the
guess.
spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Alright, Varkipoo. Farmer. Fizzwater. Cocoa. Ooh, small bites. I let go of my hand on the controller. I almost messed up for like a split second. Shake hard. Properly. Toss it in the air. Very good to go. He's a large man. He needs a large drink. Behold. This. The Tarny Lake.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out.
Devours the entire thing. I was kidding, but sure.
Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes.
Polite. How can a drink be polite?
Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me?
I didn't want to disappoint the expert.
Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses.
Alright, I'll get creative juice flows.
Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic.
Alright. Drinking in the garden feels different from the tavern, right? Given the environment, why not try with a floral twist?
Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago.
Oh?
When I was young, I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden.
Sounds like it's a cat. Sounds like you cat caused quite the fuss.
Indeed. Among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Crepus saw me covered in dirt.
Ooh.
He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty. After Crepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation.
Oh.
His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept.
That must have been so long ago.
Yes, good old Crepus. Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made.
Nice. Adding mint instead of like other stuff. That's nice. That massive trinket.
Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Huffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials.
Cool.
They've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all.
Jewel?
I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more, meat to absorb the blows. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree?
I think you may have gotten your handicaps the wrong way.
Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment.
Wow.
Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor. I've already
Silly.
told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what.
Yeah, that's fair. That's extremely fair, Varka. You did win, and you did show him off. Anyway, on the subject of this garden, it's become a popular venue for hosting events.
It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things.
Right.
I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera.
Alright, easy. I can't help but wonder, would all the events organized involve drinking wine? Maybe I should ask him. I wonder, how the events have turned out if you were here, not away on an expedition?
If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other.
It's exactly your style.
It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand.
Fair?
If I
Yeah.
were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences.
Sounds like a sustainable rule.
Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like firewater and Smedina, these Notcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives.
That's good.
Young people need to learn restraint.
The feeble seasoned drinkers' self-control.
At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew.
True.
Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like.
Correct.
You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week.
What if people say don't believe in fables? Cool.
Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact.
Genshin
Even when
Impact?
following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste. Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different waves as each one hits the taste buds in sequence. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder?
I think I understand now.
You catch on quickly. No need to explain further.
It's too gentle, but needs a punch. Alright, I got my ingredients ready to go. Good news. I think I know what to make it for you. Can I borrow your hammer, please?
Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Oh, he set the thing. Jackpot. Oh, he set the thing. Devil May Cry. Oh my gosh. Firewater. Cementa. Mint. Any slices. Because like it always is. Any slices. I do in small pieces. Ta-da. Gentle. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Alley-oop. And this cup, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Torny Lake Special Blend for vodka.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it.
Still downs the entire thing.
Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater has already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for.
And topped off with a hint of cementa.
That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste. But the cementa perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity.
All this praise makes my cheeks red. The real inspiration comes from everything you said.
It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry.
The Knights of Boreas symbol is a wolf, while the Knights of Avonius are a steady iron. We call this drink Iron Wolf.
Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack. No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddich right away.
Huh? Grandmaster? Ah. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. At night.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day?
More like a couple of
Come
days.
on, Years. You did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddich.
I've been feeling inspired. Got some ideas from chatting with others.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time he's been doing this, I believe that someday he has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Correct.
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddich.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd
Sure.
like to add them to the official menu.
Of course. That way everyone can try them.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess.
Sure.
Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
Right on the money, Paimon. You know me so well.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
Cool.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
Heh.